talking to Dante a little bit, evidently. Last report, Larry Fitzgerald's still a beast.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I know they've lost 5 in a row, but
yeah, there's no question about that. I mean, when you've been one of the best receivers in the league for 8-9 years running, I mean, it's going to take a lot for you to lose that title, and he's been playing well his whole career.
You know, the last few weeks, you guys have had a focus on the next game, celebratory for a few hours after winning, and you get on. How different is it for you mentally after a loss?
It's you kind of have to even hone in on it even more. You can't really dwell on the lows of a loss for too long, because then it can affect you for the next week. So it's kind of the flip side of that coin, whereas you don't want to stay too high for too long. You don't want to stay down for too long and harp on the thing that you didn't do well. Just take it with a grain of salt and make sure you don't make those mistakes again.
Not to drag you back in last week, but was there more trash talk than against other teams?
I mean, yeah, it's always that game. It's a divisional game. I mean, there's a lot more trash talking when we play Tampa or Carolina. But also, I mean, it's a big game for us. It's a big rivalry game. But there were two teams that don't necessarily have a lot of beef, but there's not a lot of good blood going on. So I mean, there's a lot of jawing going on. But I mean, it's just part of the game. We grew up playing this game, talking trash in the Sandlot. So it's just at another level.
Does it drag over from one game to the next, or when it's over, is it over?
You can have a couple carrying over jokes or something you may have, but I mean, other than that, it's just your basic trash talk.
Thomas, for them, if you've answered this already, but about the Ray situation and his release, what was your reaction initially when you heard about it?
It was something kind of, I wasn't really expecting it, but I mean, this is a business. This game is something that, we hear one day, go on another. And, I know he's a good player, and he'll find work somewhere else. And, I know that he's a good player. This is the way that the cookie crumbles in this business.
Well, more so, it was definitely a wake-up call for everybody. How so?
I mean, I mean, he, like I said, he was making good plays out there on Sunday. He made a couple of tackles for losses, and it turns out, not here the next day. And then, like you said, it's a wake-up call. You can be here one day, you'll be here one day and gone the next.
That's if there's a difference in terms of which quarterback you face. I guess right now nobody knows who's going to be out there scouting the car. What are the differences between them that you've noticed, and how do you prepare for each of them?
I think they're both pocket passers. I've seen a couple things. Skelton needs a bigger body. Taller guys going to stand in the pocket to deliver the ball, whereas Cobb, he has the ability to extend plays. He will stay in the pocket and deliver the ball himself. But it's just it really doesn't matter who's back there taking snaps. We just have to know that it's all about us. I know you've heard this a million times from everybody on this team, but it is really about us and what we need to do and how we need to execute on Sunday.
I mentioned Fitzgerald earlier. I heard you praise obviously him justifiably so, but is it almost as important to make sure you don't forget about the rest of the guys, Roberts, the other receivers that they have?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like on that same note, riding the highs and lows of winning and losing. You can't put all your focus on one player and then let somebody else beat you, because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is professional football. Everybody was the best player on their team at some point in their life, so, they know how to make plays and how to get it done. You have to be, be squared away with everybody on the field.
Good job, man.